Well, new location, new temptation. I just thought it rhymed. I am once again in a different background. No, it's not a closet, but the wood paneling is back. Real fans of the channel will recognize the wood paneling from 3 years ago. I'm on another contract, and so I packed a bunch of games that I want to hit the table and that I'm hoping will hit the table. But I was agonizing over all of these decisions, really, and I think I made colossal mistakes. So you need to grade how well I did based around what I brought. Now, there's a couple caveats here. I brought one bag, a Crafting Kingdoms bag. This is the Crafting Kingdoms bag that I was talking about in the video for gifts. And then I also have my trusty bag from BoardGameTables.com. So that's what I allotted myself. Oh, I left my small games at rehearsal, but that's okay. I'll talk about them as well. And I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I don't know if I did the right thing because I decided to bring a lot of games that I haven't yet played. And so I'm worried about that. And then they took up a lot of space. Because, they've been on my shelf of shame, or I got them for review, or whatever. I'll talk about them when we get to them. But then that didn't leave a lot of space for anything else. And then I had to bring sort of some standards. Anyway, I went for sort of nothing more than medium weight. And I was really contemplating about bringing SETI or bringing Galactic Cruise and trying to play those solo. But then at least I'm very happy that I was realistic with myself that I wasn't going to play those solo. I was either going to be working, or playing games with other people, and if I want to do something solo, then I'm going to learn SETI on Board Game Arena. That's my plan. So what are the games? What are the games that I brought? Well, I brought a few based upon request, and I think these are surefire winners. So I'm going to talk about those first. Number one, Wavelength. Actually, Wavelength wasn't a request, but Codenames was the request, and I just think Wavelength is arguably way better than Codenames in general. But Robbie really liked Codenames, and so I said, okay, I'll bring Codenames for Robbie, I'll bring Wavelength. Wavelength is generally a hit. I'll bring Wavelength on almost every single contract because I think it is just such a good, great group party game, and especially a group icebreaker game, too. We have the benefit. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing A Christmas Carol in Morrisburg, Ontario at the Upper Canada Playhouse. We run from December 4th to December 21st. If you happen to be in the area and you want to come see a very light, quick Christmas Carol, you can. I'm Fred, young Ebenezer, and Scrooge doesn't have any mutton chops, so I don't have to be in mutton chops like I was last time. Oh, I'm so excited about it. But anyway, I always bring Wavelength on contracts, and even though there are a lot of people in this contract who were in the previous Christmas Carol in 2022, I still decided to bring it because I just think it's an awesome group game. We'll likely not even play it and probably end up playing Celebrity as well, or Moinkers, if you know it by that name. That's the printed version. It's called Moinkers and More Moinkers. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, so I'm very happy with these two picks. I think they're good group games. They're easy party games, easy to get to the table. Sure. So I know those are going to get played. I feel very satisfied with those. Another party game that I brought, which always hits well, is Shifty-Eyed Spies. This is almost an auto-include whenever I travel on contracts now because it's just such a silly, stupid game, and actors can get really into it, and people who are like non-gamers can get really into it. So yeah, I always take this. For those of you who don't know, you're sort of winking at each other and trying to deliver secret messages. You're trying to wink at somebody without letting anybody else see that you're winking at them, while also figuring out who's winking at you. That's the game. Yeah, it's stupid. It's fun. I like it a lot, and it's for sure going to get played. So I'm happy with all of those. This one, it's kind of the last chance corral for good comp, bad comp. I played this at 4 people. Somebody sent it to me. Well, the Pull the Pin games sent it to me. Really? It's got Seal of Excellence? That's wild. 2014 this has been around? Thought this was kind of a newer one. I clearly never looked at the box. This is just sort of like Mexican Standoff, the game, where you have a gun and you can shoot it once, and then you got to like get a new gun. And you're trying to shoot whoever's not on your team and kill the boss of whoever's not on your team. I didn't think it was that interesting or exciting with 4 people. I've never really gotten it to the table, or it's ever like pushed past all the other ones. So this is like the group game, the group sort of social game, deduction game, or whatever that I have. If it doesn't hit, it's going away. Like, this is the last chance for it to stay in my collection. I imagine it will be going away, but I just took it because I had the space in my bag. It's fine. It's small. It's okay. What else am I happy with? Okay, I'm also happy with Dead of Winter. I brought Dead of Winter because it's the winter right now. And I was talking with one of the actors in the show, Melissa, and she said, Oh, I remember playing Dead of Winter and enjoying it. What am I supposed to do? Not bring Dead of Winter? No, she's excited about it. She also brought Eldritch Horror because she saw it in her building. It was like a communal library, and she's like, "Oh, this looks cool." So she brought it, and I've played Arkham Horror, but I haven't played Eldritch Horror. So yeah, we're excited. We're hopefully excited for Melissa to play this. And I figured I'd get one last kick at this one before I gave it back to its rightful owner, or put it into its rightful owner's hand. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. I have mixed feelings because I feel like that game doesn't belong to me. It belongs to somebody else, but I'm not going to get into that, even though it kind of just did. Other one that I am happy with out of this bag. So I'm currently happy. I'm looking down. I'm currently happy. I brought Everdell Silverfrost. And so I was deciding on if I brought Silverfrost or the soon-to-be-released Emerland. Both are great. Zach and I did a playthrough of Emerald, and that'll come out when the campaign launches. The campaign should launch at the beginning of December at some point in time. I hemmed and hawed between the two because I really like both, and I kind of wanted to play Emerald at 4 people to see the 4-person experience. Like, Zach and I have played it a bunch at 2 players. We filmed the playthrough, and then we've just kept on playing it. Like, it's really, really good. Really, really enjoy it. But I opted for Silverfrost because it's winter. That's really the main reason. And because I think there's a little bit more of added complexity to Emerald with the idea of flipping your cards over, and I think this is just feels a bit more like base Everdell but changed. So yeah, I'm very excited about Silverfrost, and because it looks so friggin' beautiful. Yeah, I decided to opt for this, and I couldn't justify putting 2 Everdells in my bag, even though I really wanted to. So yeah, very happy with Everdell Silverfrost. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Why are you stressing out, Chris? Well, I'm stressing because I want to find the right balance, and now I'm also worried that I didn't bring enough heavy game, because I'm worried that like maybe I went too mid-range, you know? Maybe it's too middle to light. But I don't know. I think they're not interested in playing 3-hour games. So I think 2 hours are going to be their limit. But I don't know. I hope I don't regret it. Okay, let's get to some that I have not played yet, but I'm excited to have brought. I'm happy that I brought Rock Hard. I haven't played this yet. I stole this from WSBG. This is you're being a rock star and you want to be the best rock and roll star, which, like, the one that was just on Kickstarter, Rock Garage. Man, I immediately forget the name, but it was the pick of the week. I thought it looked really good. Garage Rock, I think that was it. This is like a more adult theming of it. I'm excited to check this one out. I'm excited to play it. I need to play it because I need to play it a bunch actually and get good at it, because we'll probably do post-production commentary on the final of Rock Hard for WSBG's channel. And so I want to make sure that I play it a bunch. And I think I can get Jackie Fox to do that with me anyway, so that'll be cool. But I need to play this. And so I figured this is a good time to play it. And I think the theming is going to really resonate with my other performers and actors. So I'm really hopeful about this one. I've heard mixed things sort of back and forth, so I'm interested to see how it pans out. But yeah, I'm excited to check this one out. It's just like I get scared when I have a bunch of unknowns. But I think it's going to be a pretty decent hit. Oh, everything's falling. Okay, I guess I should put them back in the bags. Here's one, again, this one I've been sent for review. I asked specifically for it for review, and that's Saltfjord. So as far as I understand it, Saltfjord, it's going to be fantastic. Like, I'm not worried about it. I asked to review it, like... Asmodee sends out like a thing being like, hey, which games do you want to review? And I'm like, I've heard good things about Saltfjord. I think that might be a cool one to check out for my tastes. So I picked that one, right? Like that's kind of how a lot of these reviews go. But yeah, okay, cool. As far as I know, Saltfjord is like a better re-implementation of Santa Maria, which is also from Aporta Games, and it's a really, really good game mechanically, but it is incredibly tone deaf in terms of the art and the theming. You're like colonizers, and you're getting happiness points from the natives, and you get like little smiles on them. It's atrocious. It shouldn't exist, but it's a really good game mechanically. And so I think they've taken a lot of those mechanics and put it into Saltfjord, and in a way that's like more palatable, just like Vikings, right? Vikings raiding. I'm sure raiding Vikings who are raiding and pillaging is better. Fulfill merchants' requests. I don't know. I'm not going to think too hard about it until I get into it. I think Aporta Games are like people to watch out for. I think they do really, really good jobs. I think they might have done Revive too, or it's in the same sort of game umbrella. But yeah, I've heard really good things about Saltfjord. I'm excited about getting this one to the table. And yeah, I'm happy that I brought it, but I'm nervous. That's 2 that I've brought that I haven't played, which I'm nervous about it hitting, because this is my chance to corrupt people, right? This is my chance to convince them to be board gamers. And I don't know, I'm taking some liberties because I know a lot of these people, and I can be like, listen, do you want to try a new game? Do you want to try a new game? I think it looks good. I've never played it before, and that's worked before. Like, I did Red Cathedral, the review for Red Cathedral back here, back in 2022, and that's the one that has me with mutton chops, which is just awful and horrendous. And oh god, I can't look at them. But yeah, I thought I could have some wiggle room, so I am like a bit scared about it, but I think it'll be okay. The other one that I got as sort of a kind of a review copy, not really. I said to CG, I was like, you can send it to me. I want to play it, but I may not do a video on it, but I'll talk about it. And they did, and so it's Galaxy Trucker. I've never played Galaxy Trucker, and by all accounts, I think Galaxy Trucker is just like silly, stupid fun. And I think like that's the vibe on which I was trying to frame these things, but have a little bit of strategy, like kind of push the envelope with strategy a bit. And so I think Galaxy Trucker is just like zaniness and stupid fun, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out and playing it with people, and hopefully I can get them in a frenetic thing and thinking like, wow, that was such a zany experience. Like, I want to give people zany and memorable experiences, and so I'm really hoping that Galaxy Trucker, and then there's an expansion in here as well that I've amalgamated the 2 together. It's like a Who Goes There expansion, or Stop That expansion, or Dude, That's My Galaxy Truck expansion, or Cosmos, I Don't Even Know Her expansion, or Now That's a Black Hole expansion, or Slip Into My Wormhole expansion, or Time to Go to Lightspeed Daddy expansion, or Monkeys in Space expansion, or Don't Touch That, Barbara expansion. It's one of those. I forget the name, but I think it's one of those. So yeah, I'm hoping that this will give it like a really zany, good time. I am excited to bring it, but again, haven't played it, so I'm scared. Here's one that I'm not scared about. Here's one that I'm happy to have brought. I brought this last year, and it was the hit of the contract, and so I decided to bring it again this year, even though the person who loved it the most isn't back. And yeah, Charcuterie is awesome. Charcuterie is another great, like, lightweight filler game for people who are just kind of getting into things, just getting into games. I love this as a filler game. I think it's awesome. I think this game is really so good that I am probably going to actively bring this to most contracts when I don't know the level of gamer. If there's a larger group, like, that's what this, playing up to 6 people is pretty huge. And yeah, I think it's awesome. You're just putting sets, you're just building sets on your charcuterie board. You're creating piles of charcuterie, and then everybody picks one and you get the last one. And then you're trying to get the most points out of sets. Super simple. You have secret objectives. It just does everything right. The pieces are very fun, and putting it on your board is very fun. Like, the theming just makes this in such an incredible way that yeah, I'm really excited to have it and to bring it. It's a great filler party game. A great introduction to board gaming. That's a sneaky introduction to board gaming as well. So quite excited about Charcuterie. I'm hopeful that, and I'm probably going to do another video with basically covering these games again, or what actually got played. Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be cool to see how people feel about it. So Charcuterie's good. I also think I'm happy with Wyrmspan. It's like, Wyrmspan is, again, it's Wingspan was sort of like the gateway game to everybody, even though I don't think it's really a gateway game, or it shouldn't be treated as a gateway game often. Like, it's very situational, I find, depending upon people's knowledge and people's grasp of mechanisms. I think it's a little bit overcomplicated, and I think this is potentially a little bit overcomplicated than Wingspan as well. But I think it's good. I think this will be a nice one to bring people into, like, the fun theming of it. It's calm, it's relaxing, it's not too overwhelming. I don't know which one I like better, Wingspan or Wyrmspan. I think probably Wingspan. I know a lot of people like Wyrmspan better. I've played this with Zach now before, so I'm not going totally blind. Again, WSBG had a tournament of this because Connie Vogelman was at the event. Killer Castle Burgundy commentator. And yeah, I'm excited about this one because I think the flow was fun. I've only played it once with Zach, and so I'm excited to get more reps in for it. There's still that Wingspan approachability to it. It's got a good theme. I don't know if it's going to thread the line, though, because, like, Wingspan's so approachable because people are like, oh, birds, cool, I know that. some people look and they're like, oh, I don't want to play a game about dragons. And then sometimes the people who really do want to play a game about dragons are like, oh, this isn't enough about dragons, you know? I kind of find that this is in a really weird middle ground because it doesn't satisfy my fantasy cravings whatsoever. And I think like Wingspan brings people in, whereas like Wyrmspan could potentially set people off. They're like, oh, it's a game about dragons. Who cares? You know? So this one's kind of a maybe at this point. I brought it again with WSBG considerations because I'm going to have to do the commentary with Connie Vogelman. So it's good to play it a few more times, get a few more reps in. But I know Connie's just going to be able to run that whole commentary on her own. So it's not really something I need to worry about. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this hits, if people really resonate with it or not. I think it's kind of 50-50. Here's one that I think will hit. I mean, Cascadia is pretty good at hitting well, at getting like a, oh, that was fun idea. I don't think I really like Cascadia, but then I play it and I'm like, yeah, man, I really enjoyed this. Verdant is kind of in the same realm for me, where I'm like, I don't actually think I like you, but then when I play it, and like Mysterium's in this realm, Codenames is in this realm. These are games where I'm like, I feel like I've just played it enough, or like seen too much of it, and then you play it and you're like, oh no, I enjoy my time with it, but it's just like, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's hype. Maybe it's because everybody loves Cascadia to such like an nth degree that I'm like, it's just kind of fine. Ooh, I do have the promo cards though from WSBG in here, right? I put it in my copy, right? I'm sure I did. Ooh, that might be fun. See, like it's like the newness that gets me. Yeah, the promo cards, cool. I have these 5 promo cards, which I can go through. I went through this on my vlog, so you probably should have already seen this, because I know you watch every one of my videos, right? But if you don't know the promo cards, we gave out a copy of these to every player who participated in Cascadia in WSBG. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I think it'll be fun to play Cascadia. I think Cascadia will actually be a great 2-show day game. This is the game that I think we want to play in between 2 shows. Like every week we'll have two of the days of the week we'll have 2 shows on that day. We'll have a 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. matinee and then like a 7 p.m. evening show. And so like, even though you're pretty close and everybody's kind of around, those are the opportunities where I'm like, let's stay in hair and makeup and costume and whatever, and we'll play a game in between. And so I think like Cascadia is a really good target for those specific days. So that's what I'm hoping for Cascadia. I don't want to make a game night out of Cascadia, but I want it to be that like middle ground filler that takes an hour and people go like, oh, that was neat. So I think I'm excited about Cascadia happening in that realm and making that be tolerable. So yeah, we'll see. Here's one that again, I am excited that I brought. I'm just worried that it won't hit with players, right? I like to play games. I like to play new games with Zach. That's pretty much it. I like to play new games with Zach, and that's it. Because I can tell, because Zach loves everything, or like doesn't love everything, but like will be enthusiastic about exploring everything. That's why I love playing games with Zach so much. This is one that I bought on Kickstarter, that I purchased on Kickstarter, and that Corinthian was so very nice to help me with the shipping, to not give me an out of not purchasing it because of the shipping. And I'm really excited about Eauchemin. I find that these like Japanese board game designers are friggin' great. I think they're friggin' great. I think there's a lot of great games that are coming from Japan. And yeah, this one looks really neat. It's a lot of iconography. Basically, you'll be traveling down a path. This is my pick of the week of a crowdfunding countdown. I backed it just so you knew I practiced what I preached. But you'll be traveling along a path, and you can access only like portions of the path, right? There'll be a fork it's a path, it's a river. But you'll be going through, and they're like, okay, maybe I'll take the high road this time, and you'll take the low road. And then you get down to this like bay of fun, not fundy, and then we'll drop your boat off and get things that will give you additional scoring conditions. I think it looks cool. I think it's different worker placements. I like the different action selection paths. I like what I remember from it. I mean, I liked it enough to back it off Kickstarter, and that should tell you something, because I don't back anything. It takes a lot. Like a game has to seem like it's really special in order for me to pull the trigger and spend my money on it. Like I have a higher bar than you do because you are all addicts. And that's why you watch this channel, because you need to be talked down. And remember that you should only get things that you're like really excited about. So I think Eauchemin is going to be great. This is the one I'm most worried about. I'll need to like really know the rules cold. I haven't learned the rules yet. I got to take some time and like go through all of these rule books. Maybe I'll do Crowdfunding Countdown early, and then I can spend some time this week not learning my lines, but learning all the rules to these games so that we're primed and ready to go if we have people over. I think that's part of it too. I think I don't feel prepared to teach any of these games out of the box, and especially because there's so many unknowns. I like being able to present people with a bunch of options and then be like, hey, what do you want to play? And have them choose something, and not be like, you can't pick that, you can't pick that, you can't pick that. I think that's a lot of where my anxiety is coming from. I think to fix that, I just need to have a therapy session with you all, a public therapy session. Hi, thanks for coming. And also just learn the game. Am I going to do that tonight? No. I think I'm going to eat candy or chips. There was a President's Choice hot honey and lime at Loblaws that was really good if you're in Canada. Pick them up. It was like $1.75. They're having a sale. Go out and get some. They're tasty. So I might eat that. I might just like take a rare night to watch Survivor. I knew Survivor would come up again. Maybe watch a show or something. Oh, that might be nice. That might be really nice. I haven't done that in ages. But I do have rule books to read, so who knows? Yeah, but yeah, I am excited about Eauchemin. I'm just scared. I think I'm just scared. And that's fine. We'll get over it. We'll get through it. And finally, here's the last one of the games that I don't know. And this has been on my shelf for like, I don't know, 2 years. Ever since I went to PAX Unplugged, I got it from them. They're like, oh, you can check this out. And it is 10 minutes. No, it's 15 minutes. You have to put your pen to paper and you have to run through a maze. I don't know. I've never opened this in my life, but it's called Dungeon Scrawlers. And it's been on my shelf forever. And this is it. This is the chance to get it played. And if we don't, it's going away. But I think it's going to be good. It should only be 15 minutes, and maybe it'll be light and silly. And yeah, on your marks, go. Grab a dungeon, a marker, and a character. Get set. Shuffle the mini dungeon card to delve even deeper. Scroll. Draw a path to the boss to defeat it. So it's just like a maze game. It's like competitive mazes. Maybe it's going to be awful. I don't know. But I brought it, and it's a small box, and it fits really nice on my shelf somewhere. So that's why it has stayed, and I've kind of ignored it. You know, when you get those games you put. Anyway, I'm trying to get through them. I should do a video about like my shelf of shame games, but you've seen a lot of them now. Okay, but here's what I'm excited about. Letter Jam. I brought Letter Jam. I think Letter Jam is exceptional. It's word hanabi. It's awesome. Letter Jam, you can see everybody else's letters, but you can't see your own. And your letters are all shuffled up, and you got to figure out what your letters are, and then ultimately what word they spell. And everybody needs to figure out the word that they started with to win the game. It's a cooperative game. And so you have to figure out, okay, who needs more clues? Who needs to figure out what their letters are? Like, here's the clue. It goes 1, 2, question mark, 4, 5, right? Wa-er. And you think it would maybe your letter is a T, but it also could be a G, but it also could be a V. And it also could be an F, right? So not really a good clue because it has narrowed down all of those letters. But then if I'm giving another clue, I want to think, okay, they know that their letter could be an F, a G, a V, or whatever. And so I want to give a word that can help eliminate all of those and only leave them with the correct one, right? I think it's an awesome game. I think it's a great, simple filler party game, whatever. So I'm very excited that I did bring this one. I think it's going to be a hit. So yeah, that was a good choice. And here's another one that I'm quite excited about, especially because I was talking to somebody today, Dan. He's a new member of the cast, and he said that his favorite game is Machikoro. And I'm not a huge fan of Machikoro. I've played it only once. I thought it was okay. I will recommend Space Base to him eventually. I never like to, when somebody tells you what their favorite game is, I never like to be like, oh, well, here's the better version of that game, right? I like to just take some time and celebrate why they like that specific game and like figure out the reasons why they like that game, and then like be like, that's cool. And then later on you can be like, oh, this game is kind of like that, and therefore you might like it. And so I think with Machikoro, it's a bit of that engine building aspect, right? So you're building up your city. And so I'm hopeful that Dan will actually really like Furnace. I grabbed Furnace. I think Furnace is a friggin' wicked game. I have the expansion as well. And it's just such a great engine builder. The auction mechanisms in it are sick. Like, I love, my favorite part is that you're bidding on this, and sometimes you want to lose your bids so that you get the value of whatever you're your token is worth. I think that's such a cool design space. Furnace is just, it's really top tier. And I haven't played it in a while, and I was like, yeah, I could see Furnace doing well. Again, looking for those games that kind of fit in the pocket of in-between shows that still feel a bit like a meaty experience. So I'm excited that I did get Furnace. I'm also excited that I brought Dinosaur Island Rawr and Write. We're having a best roll and write deathmatch right now, and I hope Dinosaur Rawr and Write wins. I think this game's so good. I've now played the original Dinosaur Island, and it's fine, it's good, but like I get everything I need from Rawr and Write for sure. Great game, cheap game, interactive roll and write. And I brought this because I've just wanted to play it. Selfishly, this is a selfish one for me. I was like, I don't care what other people think. I'm bringing this because I just want to play it. So I hope I get to play it. And if other people don't enjoy it, I'm not going to care because I got a chance to play it. But yeah, I think Rawr and Write is fantastic. It's in my top 20 games of all time. So yeah, it's cool. That's how I can pitch it. Here's one that I'm not sure of, because I do have a few roll and writes, and so should I really have brought another roll and write with en route? And I don't know. The reason I brought this, the reason I decided on this is because, again, I'm thinking about people who don't really want to engage with games, who maybe don't even want the game to go over an hour. I think en route is a really slick roll and write. I have a review on it. I think it's really good. I think the variability in this box is awesome. I think it could really introduce people to the roll and write genre in an exciting way. I think it's a bit overkill that I brought this and Dinosaur Island, but I think Dinosaur Island's a little bit more interactive. It's got theme. Here, it's more about that route planning aspect, and the production quality is really good. I think this is the one that I might regret, though. But again, it's a game that I quite enjoy. I gave it a good review, and there's a reason for that, because I want to keep it in my collection. I think it's easy enough to figure out. Like, my parents really enjoyed this one. Like, they were able to handle it pretty well, which was great. It only plays to 4, so it's not like, doesn't have like a 6-player going for it. But yeah, I think it's good. I think it's lightweight. I think the reason I decided on it is because it's a little bit lighter weight than Dinosaur Island as well, or Rawr and Write. And I wanted to make sure that there were accessible options for everybody. So that's why I ended up bringing it. And then the other one, the last one, finally, this last one that I brought, other than my small ones, was Murder at Tealwoods Manor. So this is still the prototype that I've kept since I did the playthrough for Murder at Tealwoods Manor. And I think it's such a funny game. And I think this also would work really well at getting people involved in the game. How many players does this play? It doesn't even say on the box, because it's just a prototype box. Maybe it's only 4. I should figure it out. I thought it was 6. Oh yeah, Barrow Townsend is still in the murderer position from our playthrough. Like, we've just left it in there because it's funny, because he should be the murderer. The investigator's always Judge Pelham. The host is always Angela Jackson or Agatha Jackson. I should look this up on BGG because it doesn't even say it in here. I think maybe it's just 4, but I thought it could have been 6. I might have made that up. Let's see, 3 to 4. 3 to 4. Yeah, but I think this game is so silly. Again, I think it would work really well in between shows. That's one that I wanted to make sure I was able to fill that gap significantly. Somebody's already asked me if I brought Rising Sun, my favorite game, to the contract, and I was like, no, I didn't know that this was a possibility. I was curating for a different group. But yeah, I think this is going to be sort of silly fun. It's great. Like, I had such a good time filming the playthrough of this, because this is also a very fun game. It's reverse Clue in that, well, you know who you want to die and who you want to live. Like, they push it forward as reverse Clue. I think it's a good way, but not like mechanically. It's not really that. But you just want to manipulate the pieces and the people on the board and try to get certain people to die and certain people to live. And I think like the theming of it is great. I think it's a really great game. And yeah, I think it's a fun one. The other quick ones that I brought are, which I'm not convinced will work as a lunchtime game, but I still love it and I still want to try. It's Scram. Scram is great if we're able to get a bunch of people. Of course, I brought Dutch Blitz. People already asked, hey, did you bring Dutch Blitz? We're excited to play. So that thrilled me. I don't care what everybody in the last summer recap said. I still brought Coup, because I think Coup is great. And then I also brought Cockroach Poker, because I haven't brought that for a little while. I think I brought it last time. I did bring it in 2022. So some people already have experience with it. I didn't bring Avalon. I brought Avalon in 2022. I didn't bring One Night Werewolf, and that's like another consideration. Those are usually my go-tos as well. But yeah, I could have brought Skull as well. Skull probably actually would have been good. Now that I think about it, Skull would have been really good. But yeah, so that's all that I brought to Morrisburg. How many games did I bring? Let's count. 19 are here, and then there's 4 at the theater, so 23. I'm here for 5 weeks. It's not a lot of time. So I'm happy with them. I'm happy with them because I don't know what else I would have brought, you know? And I like bringing a wide range of things, a wide range of intensities. I also didn't want to bring the same games that I brought in the summer because I like to shake it up. And there are a lot of good games in my collection, and I don't just want to always have the same ones that I travel with, even though objectively they're good. Oh, but also... Sheriff of Nottingham is already here. I forgot to talk about that. Sheriff of Nottingham is already here because, and oh man, I got to get back. I know I'm behind. I'm making an app. Someone who I met in the YouTube comments, who I won't name his name because he has a secret email and maybe he doesn't want people to know his name. We're making an app, a Sheriff of Nottingham app, and we will try it out, people, while we play Sheriff of Nottingham. I bought Sheriff of Nottingham last year because I didn't bring it, and Ali was sad that I didn't bring it, so I went to Ottawa. I drove an hour to Ottawa to pick up a copy off of Kijiji from somebody who watches the channel. It was great. Also, my friend was in Ottawa. I didn't just go up just for Sheriff of Nottingham, but it helped. So yeah, I mean, I know Sheriff of Nottingham's going to be the hit. I was like, Ali, what do you want to play? She was like, Sheriff. I was like, any other games? Do you want to come over and play them? She's like, no, I just want to play Sheriff. I was like, okay, cool. Nice to see you as well. But yeah, those are the games. Tell me how I did. I think I'm okay with it. You can tell me what I should have replaced, because I think I'm happy that all these are midweight, but I think my regret is that I wish I brought one really, really heavy game in case somebody just gets like overwhelmingly excited and wants to play like a really dry Euro, Euro. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, let me know how I did. That's how I'm feeling. I'm excited, and I just figured I'd make this video and talk to you all about it because I like talking to you about it, and I like sharing these sorts of things with you. So thanks for tuning in and watching and hanging out. As always, my name is Chris George, and as always, I ain't got no stinking catchphrase. I do not have a catchphrase. No. Catchphrases? Yuck. I don't even know them. Catchphrase? More like catching a cold in this winter. No, that's not something. You can critique me on my board gaming selections, but you can't critique me on my personality because we know that YouTube has a character count and you'd go over it. Let me know what you think. What would you have taken for these people who aren't really board gamers, who I'm trying to force board games on while also still enjoying my own enjoyment? But there's like 2 who might be board gamers, so I'm kind of relying on them. We have a Magic player in the house. That's the thing. Oren plays a lot of Magic, and so I'm like, I think I could have played more with Oren. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to let the contract play out and see. And maybe this video is useless, but well, it's filmed now.